I'm going to begin with a song. I do that typically because I was introduced to the ritual of beginning things with a song. And it's a suggestion uh, that we're calling the soul in. And soul is one of those beautiful ancient words that's a little hard to define, but you know when it's present and you know when it's missing. And so there's the individual soul, which we each are an expression of. And then there's the old idea of the world soul, which includes all of human culture and all of nature. And the notion is that each unique individual soul is secretly connected to the soul of the world. So that's one element of hidden abundance. The soul of the world never runs out of its capacity to generate life and to produce change. So just to mention that at the beginning. So the song that came to mind is a song from the Dagara tribe in Burkina Faso, West Africa. I got it from Malidoma Somé. And this is the song that's sung by the Earth Clan. And so it's a song that's saying praise to the earth. And how it connects to the hidden abundance is the earth is imagined as endlessly abundant and also as the place where gold is hidden. And then the ancient assumption really was that humans are a microcosm of the macrocosm. And specifically, humans have an earth connection, which means that humans also have hidden abundance and specifically gold hidden inside the soul of each person. And one of the ideas behind this series is that the world is going to continue to be a radically upset place, a place of turmoil. And so the suggestion under a condition like that is people turn inwards in order to find resources that are missing in the outside world, but also in order to deeply connect to what's trying to awaken in the soul in the midst of all the radical change going on. At the same time, the earth is the element of centering and settling and grounding, as people say. It's really the place of undergrounding as well. And so an earth song would be something that would also help ground us. And in the old traditions, if you find yourself being overwhelmed or you're about to enter a circumstance or a situation that's challenging or threatening, you do something beforehand to settle yourself, to get a connection to the soul and to the deep ground of being. And then you step in and things go differently because you came from a deep place. So this song has all those kind of connections to it. And it's an interesting song to learn because it's only one word. The word is azima, which is an earth word meaning praise to the earth, gratitude to the earth. And it goes like this. Azima wo azima wo, 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 azima wo. You can learn it quickly. And one of the things while singing it is to kind of unlock the knees a little bit because that's where energy gets blocked. And accept the idea that the earth is trying to send us energy all the time, which is true. We are the children of the earth. Earth, as people say, Mother Earth is sending us nurturing right up through the ground. And really, it's such a subtle, mysterious form of nurturing that it goes right through rugs and right through concrete as long as we're accepting of it. Azima wo, azima wo, azima wo, azima wo, azima wo. And the cycle of the song is that the song is saying gratitude to the earth, which implies that we have accepted this nurturance that's coming from the earth, and we accept it, and therefore we have access to gratitude and we express it. And that's the cycle of the song. Azima wo, azima wo, azima wo, azima wo, azima wo. The song is also used in rituals, and we've used it many times, and we've stood sometimes for hours trying to create some healing and also trying to generate a deep sense of communitas, which is the origin of community. And so it has many functions and many purposes. I think of the song a lot because we're living in what the Latin term is in extremis. We're living in extreme times. We're experiencing, like it or not, repetitively, continuously, the extremes of life. I mean, you can see it, of course, in climate crisis and climate change. We get more extremes of climate. That's like the message from the earth, from the cosmos of the times we're living in. But we also see it in the extremes of the coronavirus pandemic, which puts all of the public health mechanisms at risk, and it puts people at risk, and it creates more death. And so death is one of the extremes. Actually, it's the opposite extreme, you could say, from birth. Life is made of those two extremes. Mythologically, the extremes are the beginnings and the ends, and that's another way to understand what we're living through. We're living through the end of an era and the potential beginning of another era. That part's not so clear. We're in that betwixt and between, and in all that uncertainty, having a song that grounds us in the earth and in the ground of our own being is a meaningful thing. It's a little practice just in itself. And I really suggest you can pick it up from just, from the copy of this. You can learn it. The old idea is every mistake is a new style, so don't worry about mistakes, especially when it comes to the earth. No matter how big a mistake you make, the earth will meet the next step you take. The earth is a source of forgiveness. It's a source of mercy. And so it's a really important kind of song to have. And it becomes, if it's used when, spontaneously when it's needed, or by, arrangement, it's a ritual unto itself. Any meaningful song is also a ritual. So when we're in the extremes, which we can't help now, we're in the extremes of politics. We're in all kinds of extremes all the time now. We're in the extremes of the, what do they call that? The kind of conspiracy theories. That's a kind of extreme that goes around the bend. The other extreme going the other way is the sense of deep isolation. That's another extreme that we can be pulled into. And so to find some ground, a place to ground, the earth, getting down on the earth helps. Having a song about the earth helps. We are the children of the earth, and the earth can help ground us even in the midst of the extremes. The earth, when you think about the elements of the world, the earth is the middle element with fire on one side, water on the other, and then it develops from there. So earth is the center. The center is also the beginning. Connecting to the earth connects us to the beginning. We're going, at least in this hemisphere, we're going hopefully out of winter fairly soon, and you see the flowers coming up before the end. Winter's even over because the earth is in spring before we know it. The earth is sending the spring up as part of the ongoing creation of the world. All of that's connected to the sense of earth and the sense of earthlings. And because most of us have not had a legitimate initiation from childhood into adult, we didn't get connected to the earth because ancient people living closer to the earth said that the first initiation moves each person from the lap of their mother to the lap of Mother Nature or Mother Earth, and most of us missed out on that. But the good news is you can go back and collect it and pick it up, because the earth is trying to give that to us. And having a little ritual, or having a prayer, or having a song, and a song, of course, is a prayer, is a way of connecting to that. I'm saying this in kind of a lengthy way because the world's going to continue to be a place of extremes, and that puts pressure on each person. And if we don't have connections to the earth and the connection to the sense of the ground of our own being, then we get pushed and pulled to extremes in ways that can be overwhelming.